Video operates from a mountain retreat with secret agents at all points of the globe. Possessing scientific secrets and scientific weapons, Captain Video asks no quarter and gives none to the forces of evil. Stand by for Captain Video and his Video Rangers. Last time, Video Rangers, you'll remember that some startling developments took place on two planets many light years apart. On Metasteros, you saw Captain Video preside over an interplanetary meeting, and you watched him give Sita of Mars a few lessons in the art of physical combat. Meanwhile, back on Earth, you saw Dr. Pauly in action again, making his sinister plots to rule the world. Now let's get right into today's story as we go to the headquarters of Hermes Lycos on Metasteros.
How's that feel, Captain? Tight?
Yeah, that's all right, Ranger. After you get through that, will you do a little something to these knuckles?
Boy, you're going to use that hand, boy.
Yes. Well, now that we've settled all personal differences, suppose we get down to business.
That suits me fine. I've had all I want of personal business.
Yes, I should think so, Sita.
Yes.
Hermes, what do you suggest is the correct treatment for Turson?
Well, Captain, we feel that the firmament regulations must be applied.
To what extent?
Well, to begin with, occupation of Turson by the firmament police. Also, all communication with other planets to be subjected to strict censorship. And trade with other planets to be restricted.
Tough, isn't it? What else?
Well, a change in the position of the firmament to an orbit that can be kept under constant watch. Naturally, all weapons of Turson to be confiscated and destroyed. Each Tursonarian will be required to spend a full-time cycle in farm labor. The products to be given to a peaceful planet. Right?
Right. Sounds a little tough to me.
The regulations are just. It's what we've done for eons.
Well, gentlemen, all I know is that if you want to create everlasting hatred, it's to make slaves of your defeated enemy. And that's all that these terms would accomplish, the way I see it.
Well, then, what you seem to be in favor of is Earth policy, eh, Captain Video?
To a degree, yes, I do.
Well, Captain,
Thanks, Major.
what do you suggest we do?
I suggest a much more moderate policy. Turson's a defeated enemy, yes, but don't forget she's a member of the same firmament. We all are, for that matter.
Just a second. I don't like this business about confiscating the weapons. For years, Mars has had a very profitable trade agreement with war materials with Turson. I withdraw the statement.
Good. Gentlemen.
As he grows older, Sita grows wiser.
Gentlemen, suppose we all sit down.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Let us.
Now, I suggest a much more moderate policy. Why wouldn't it be perfectly reasonable to give Turson a new place in the orbit? Let her have room to expand, room to breathe, as Regis put it.
Captain Video, they'll think it a sign of weakness.
I don't think they will, Ventura. They will, they'll misinterpret it if they do. Don't forget that we're still strong enough to give orders and see that they're carried out. What do you say, Hermes?
I'm with you, Captain. What say you all?
Agreed.
Agreed. Ventura?
Agreed.
Good. What do you say to this plan, Captain? You and the Video Ranger go to Turson as our ambassador of goodwill. There you can bring our decision to Regis himself, and then return here with any further recommendations he might care to make.
That's all right with me. I'd be perfectly happy to do it if it's all right with you, gentlemen.
Good. Fine.
How about you, Ranger?
It's okay with me, sir.
All right.
Splendid. Metasteros, calling Turson. Hermes Lycos, calling Regis of Turson. Regis in demand.
This is Regis of Turson.
Vegas, Captain Video and the Video Ranger are coming to visit you to bring our decision and will act as our special emissaries.
I shall welcome your Captain Video. This is Regis signing off.
Hermes Lycos, signing off.
Did you hear that, Signum? Captain Video is coming here. We must have a plan. We must set a trap for him. We must never see that beautiful Earth of his again. We'd have had Metasteros right now if it hadn't have been for him. And I know what their terms will be. Yes. Yes, so do I. An abject surrender. Slave labor. For that fat Hermes of Jupiter. To make them all the fatter. Well, I won't put up with it. I would rather die first than see Turson destroyed. Captain Video will undoubtedly arrive in an orbit control rocket. Yes. And he will land at the usual stage. Perhaps we can arrange a surprise for him.
Captain Video, may I speak with you for a moment?
Certainly.
I would like to have you pay me a visit on Mars.
I'd certainly be very happy to do that. Why in particular would you like me to come there?
I'd like you to teach my soldiers how to kill men with their bare fists.
Oh, no. See that? Never lead with your right. You're a sucker for a right cross.
I see.
You know, Sita, on Earth we consider boxing a sport. It teaches you how to defend yourself, teaches you good sportsmanship, teaches you skill.
Teaches you how to avoid right crosses, too, huh?
That's right.
Oh, one thing more. No mention must be made of our little match on Mars.
Don't worry. This is strictly between you and me.
An excellent conference. One trouble with it, though. It kept me from these luscious Jupiter grapes.
Well, farewell, Hermes.
Farewell.
Farewell, Premier Lycos.
Farewell, Ventura.
Farewell, Ranger.
Sita. And now, we must make some necessary arrangements for your trip to Turson.
Well, first I'd like to contact Earth. I'd like to tell them what's been going on here.
Yeah, I'd like to find out what's been going on down there.
So would I, Ranger.
Well, tell me, do you wish to use the rocket technique, Captain, or rely on the time-lapse for a voice message?
I think the rocket would be much faster and much more efficient. I know the exact trajectory anyway. And I'd like to send a message to Commissioner Bell and one to the laboratory as well.
Ready? I feel like $1 million. Never mind, bring me any medicine. And incidentally, I've had news from Blakesley. He's hot on the trail of Dr. Pollock.
Good man, that Blakesley, even with all his yoiks and pip-pips and so on. Commissioner Bell?
Oh, it's Senator Hall, the record. Say, you heard anything from Captain Video?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Now, listen to me. That broadcast you made was a phony, Commissioner. You told the people that Captain Video and the Ranger's still alive. They'd soon appear in person.
That's right.
Well, I happen to know that's impossible. I checked all the astronomical sources, and that planet Metasteros can't even be seen. You know, my column's going to say that you've rigged up identical doubles for Captain Video and the Ranger, too. And that you'll show these doubles to all the people, just to delude them.
You know that you're right, Hall. Except that we didn't hire doubles. We hired the twin brothers of the Captain and the Ranger.
Why? You...
Commissioner Bell calling Jordan, identifying numeral 704. Come in, Jordan.
Jordan, Station 1, numerals 104. Go ahead, Commissioner.
Jordan, I've only had one rocket message from Captain Video. Have there been any more?
No, Commissioner, but our instruments are registering the same electric charge that they showed before the first rocket landed. Now, that should mean that another rocket is on the way.
Good, then contact me, Jordan, when it lands.
I certainly will. Jordan signing off.
Commissioner Bell signing off.
We'll return to Captain Video in 1 minute. You know, Video Rangers, if you ask almost anybody, who was Betsy Ross, quick as a wink, they'll tell you why she made the first American flag. But how many of us know anything at all about George Ross, Betsy's uncle by marriage? Well, George Ross was one of the signers of our Declaration of Independence. One of the men who was willing to risk charges of treason and death, if need be, to preserve the rights and privileges of his countrymen. Well, many times we take these hard-fought-for privileges, our American heritage of freedom of thought and